All right, good morning, folks. Welcome to the Coffee Run. It's old Johnny here from Pro Craps. Get her done this morning. I think we're gonna do the normal. Let's go out there and play with some horsemen this morning to get started, and then we'll move out of the horsemen into more of a drawdown. It's fun to just kind of do this one to warm up, and really kind of dictates for me the way I'm thinking about this now is when I do my horsemen, the purple chip level like this, two blacks on the don't. Three blacks on the come. When I do it this way, it sort of dictates the next move, right? So the drawdown then either becomes a bigger drawdown to recover the $500 I might lose here, or becomes super tiny and not that stressful. If I win a couple $100 here, I can draw down for way less, right? So I'm kind of thinking of it in those terms. So here we go. Get on out and see what happens. I do have a new microphone, and I have a new camera, so we'll see how they're working today. I expect a little bit of echo from this new mic just because it's kind of a room mic instead of a lapel mic, so we'll see how it sounds. I'll kind of review it later on, so let me know what you think of it, if you can hear me okay, and all that. Here we go, coming out. Let's go here. I've got a couple of fun things to talk about today, I think, actually. We have a 5-1-6 on the come out, so we survived. We survived the first roll, and here we go with black in the come. Let's go, baby. I'll take a PSO right here. I'll take a PSO here all day long. I'd like to shoot well, but when I'm getting warmed up, I don't mind it, especially if it helps fund the next move, right? Here we go. Oh, my goodness. What a terrible throw. But it was a 9. 9. I'm going to move that up here. No roll tracker today, just because of reasons my iPad's in use and I can't actually get to it today. So no roll tracker today. Just to deal with my voice. And let's see. There's the 1. There's the 4. Here we go. Second 1. Second comeback. Let's get it set. Let's get it set on 7 out, huh? Hey, 1, 2, 3. Bummer, man. Huge bummer. We lose our comeback. So I'll replace it there. That's going to be it for the horsemen. There's 2 comebacks today, not 3. That's unfortunate. Could have had that a couple rolls earlier. Made our day easier. Here we go. Not a bad looking throw, but boy, a little sideways landing there. That's a 9. That's great. 5, 4, 9. So we're going to travel up to the 9. The one that was there comes down. We get paid on it. Back to the rack it goes. So we have a potential here to tie or win, right? Another 9. Would that be great? Another 9 would be awesome. Let's go. That's a 5. That was a beautiful toss. Wow. Where's my dice coach watching me throw like that? That was awesome. This dice just both stayed up, and the 4 and the 1. It was beautiful. Beautiful. There's another 4-1. Look at that. Same thing, back to back. And it's funny because the bottom die is a 1, the top die is a 4. That's exactly what my dice set is. I'm setting about 4 on top, 1 on the bottom. And twice in a row, they landed and stayed that way. Now, you know damn well that those dice flipped and flopped. They just happen to land up that way, but it makes me feel good when it happens. Let's just say it like that. Here we go. Let's give me a 9. Give me a 9. Give me a 9, shooter. 5, 6, yo. 5, 6, yo. I should be marking the ATS visually so you can see what we did. Let's do it. We got a 6, we got a 9, we got a yo, we got a 3, and we got a 5. So nothing we can write home about yet, but we've gotten some numbers. Here we go. Ian, how's the weather over there in Seattle? I see you in chat there. Here in Wenatchee, in the valley, we got our first snow last night. Woke up this morning to about an inch or so of snow. Old Gino went for his walk this morning and saw snow for the very first time, which was pretty fun. He's 2. 6, 2, 8. All right, that's the 8. Just need a couple for the tall there, huh? Probably should have bet the ATS. I was thinking about, like, should I just burn $100 every day on the ATS just to keep it interesting? Maybe I should. Here we go. Here you go. How about a 9 there, Johnny? How about a nice fat 9? There, or the 7 will work too. The 7 works just fine. So we're going to be up a little bit. This is cool. We will lose our 9. We're going to win 200 bucks on the dump. Even though we got whacked in the come, we come out of that hand with 600 out of the 5 we start with. There's the horseman, right? Some days we lose a couple hundred. Some days you win 100. It's a tie most of the time. It's a good way to play longevity wise. It's a good way to warm up. And here we go. So now we're going to come out with a point, and my win goal now is 400, not 500. Right? I can play the drawdown at a different level if I feel like, and I may actually do that. We'll see how it comes here. Let's come on out. We'll catch a new point. We'll make that call. There is a 7 on the come out. Does not matter. Two 7s in a row. If you're keeping track at home, keeping score at home. That's going to be an 8. All right. So then we have a point of 8. If I want to draw it down from here, now again, I got to win 400 bucks. So I need to win about 300 on the first one. So what I can do here is go. Let's see. If we went, it's not going to make much difference. That $100 doesn't change things that much. So if we went with let's do the 1800. I guess we have to go 1800. We have to go three per. I can save a little bit here on the 4 and 10. We can go 300 here, 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 and here, and we'll do 150 on the 4 and 10. Right, that makes 300, 6, 9, 12, 1,500 bucks all told. There it is. And we'll draw that backwards to probably 750 if we catch a run here, and then be out. So we just need two good rolls here, Johnny. 2 good rolls, and we're out. Good or done. Storms are coming. I know. You guys are getting one of those. I love how they do this, right? I think Seattle's getting what's called a bomb cyclone, which is a fancy way of saying you're going to have a bad storm. And because we put the word bomb and cyclone in the same sentence, they're going to want money for climate change. So that's exactly what that is. That was they had a meeting. Somebody had a meeting somewhere. Let's name this thing the scariest shit we can name it, so they give us money. But yeah, hunker down. It's going to be quite a storm over there, I think. And here probably a little bit of the same. We're supposed to get I think we're supposed to get 8 or 10 inches tonight. Anyway, 538. That's the point. And that 8 is going to pay 300. Pays 350. And remember, I won 100 bucks before, right? That's 450 on the win. I can be done here. What I'm going to do is not be done. We'll draw this down though. We're going to take some of our profits, maybe most of our profits, and we're going to go 320 across. There's 1. There's 320 across. We're going to burn some of it. We'll put some of it at risk anyway. Let's see what happens here. We're going to try for an extra 1 hit. I'll get my 5 change. I'll set the bets up in a second. But before I do that, there's 1. There's 2. There's 3. There's $2,000 in blacks. There's the purples that represent those. I'm going to reset my rack over here. There's my starting bankroll. There's my 325. I'm missing 100 bucks. I should have 425. I discounted a black. So we have our 350, right? I should have 450 total. What am I doing wrong? 450 total. 100 bucks from Horseman, the 350 from just now. We're going to go 320 across, 130 profit lock. If I lose this, we're going to live with the 120. We're going to go and play this out. 320 across. Here we go. No. Burn the whole thing. Right? This is a great object. If I screw this up, it's an object lesson in greed. If I screw this up, right? Because 450 and 500 bucks is the same thing. Should have walked. Should have went to the cage, right? We're going to play a little longer. I do have some luck, right? So I'm not burning into debt, but we're going to put our profit at risk to get some extended play today. We did have a nice win yesterday, so I feel like we're okay in doing that. All right, and there is a hard 10 by 5. That's going to pay $100. 50 bucks. I'll take 2 in VIG. There's my change. And we can bring all this down. And I'll do 160 across. Play it out. There we go. 160 across. What I got in profit now locked up is 100, 200, 375. Which again, not the 500 I was hoping for, but it's good. Now we're going to play this out. All right, we'll try and juice it up a little bit if we can. If not, it's a pretty good day's work right there. Here we go. There's another one. Look at that. Back to back Hardee's. Back to back Hardee's. 50 bucks. That's awesome. 50 for one. Let's go and play this sort of sister press and regress on all the numbers. That's what we'll do. We'll do a sister press and regress on these guys this morning. Seemed like that was the style of play that most people liked, actually. When I did the comparisons last week, I got a lot of emails on the sister press and regress as being kind of a magical way to do it. If you're looking to kind of recover quickly, recover a loss, or what I'm doing here, just kind of top off a profit. It's a cool way to do it. So there's a 415. So we'll sister press the 415, $35. I'm going to drop a nickel, make it 40, and we'll make them both look like 45. 66. I'm sorry, 21. It'll be 21 plus 35. 56. Doesn't matter. Ooh, big kiss. It's the 7. That's it. That'll kill the roll. We didn't get our. That was a terrible hit. Look at that. 5-2. What a bummer. One hit away, he said. One hit away. All right. We gave it a shot. Had fun. Got a good enough paycheck. Not quite the 450 I had when I started the rounds, right? But we'll still take 380 home, and that's okay. That's an okay day. Gave it a chance to do something cool there at the end. But from a position where I already had profit, even if I walked away with 130 bucks, I was going to be okay with that, right? Sometimes you make that call. Let's get into here. The freaking camera's locked up. That stupid camera. The new camera that I bought is locked. All right, hold on a second. Ugly, ugly, ugly. This damn thing. Audio is low and sounds distant. Yeah, the new mic is not good. Very distorted and cracking. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. I spent 500 bucks on a new camera and microphone that don't seem to want to work. So that's give me a second here to get this thing back going again. Let's see. Yeah, ambient sounds in the signal. Yeah, it's a conference room mic that should be a little bit better quality than what I had before, but now the camera that I bought with it's locked. So this is cool. You can't see me and you really can't hear me good. So it's going to be a great show. What I'm going to do is this. I'm going to switch to this camera view over here, which I know you can see. And I'll just talk to y'all from over there. Actually, let's do this screen here. I'll do a screen where I want you to see my notes. You just won't see my face today. So good. We're having one of those awesome days. Let's go to the table and how's that? All right. Little smaller table, but some notes. All right. A couple things to talk about here before we get going into the actual show is I hope you all watched it last night. The Mac Invitational was great. I catch these things kind of because it's late in my night. It's around dinner time and whatever. So I can't really watch live on the East Coast time shows, but I watched afterwards. Very good stuff, man. I mean, Mac and Craig doing both things, right? So Mac, of course, gives away all that swag, which is awesome. Craig, of course, helped out last night. Mac had so many people that wanted to play along. Um, that he needed Craig to kind of help him through it, which was really cool, right? So Craig comes in, logging the same roles, they compare notes, and everybody gets to win. That's pretty awesome stuff, right? What Mac does every year with the tournament. He rolled great last night. Bunch of rolls 10 over, which was good. He was talking a little bit of junk about getting his rolls up there. People make fun of him. Folks make fun of me too for being a bad roller. It's okay. We don't care. We don't care. The thing of it is, you can't be a great roller all the time, right? Um, even the guys that are good shooters aren't good all the time, right? And the fact that Mac and me, and Alfredo and George and Joe, we go live every single day and we throw 30, 40 rolls live every single day, you're gonna get ugly, right? You're gonna have ugly days. Um, so anyway, thanks to Mac for doing that. I think it's really cool. He brings everybody together in a way that I don't. I don't do the crapsy thing as much as I ought to. Okay. However, Duracell gave me a great idea yesterday, and I wanted to talk about it with you all here this morning. So, in chat, be ready to talk about this in chat. Um, Duracell's idea was, and I was thinking about this before, like a different version of what he suggested. So here's what I want to do. Today's a good example. I'm going to walk around over here, and I'm going to play. some pass line, don't pass line with a couple of players, and I'm going to just work, I'm just going to work payouts, right? So I want to work my dealing payouts, right? And um, I was thinking it'd be kind of cool once I'm done with the basics of like just getting my chip work, feeling like it's okay. Once I'm done with that, or I feel like I'm comfortable with that, inviting folks on and saying, hey, let's have two of you, any two of you. It doesn't have to be a YouTuber, it can be anybody. Come on. And by the way, the reason why I bought this mic, this is the mic I'm using. It's a conference room speakerphone mic. I bought this mic because it's noise canceling, right? The whole point of this mic is that you can call in to the show. I can hear you through the speaker, but it won't echo us like a normal speakerphone, like a normal Zoom call would on these YouTube shows. This thing should noise cancel, so we should be able to hear each other pretty well. So I'm going to keep it probably, and we'll see if we can't make it a little bit tighter in terms of my audio. But anyway, the thought was, let me get this mic. Let me bring two people on every day, and let me deal to you, right? Not Big AZ style. He does all the crazy rules. I just want to have two people playing craps in front of me, and I'll run your racks like we normally would, and just deal for you both, right? And that's what I wanted to practice dealing with live people. Duracell said yesterday, hey, why don't you bring people on while you're doing your daily paycheck or while you're doing your show, and you roll and enter into Crapsy. Let those two enter their roles and play Crapsy with you, and then we can judge them. Like we can have them explain their strategy. You can judge their strategy kind of thing as they're playing it, right? So instead of me doing chip work, me doing some crapsy and just not even doing chips, but talking to the guys about what they're doing. So there's an interesting thing that we can think about there. Two levels of that, right? One is play with me, call the bets out, I'll make your bets for you, like we used to do Friday Night Fight style, right? Without the rules, but it's just that kind of thing, and explain what you're doing as you're doing it. That way we can all learn what your strategy is and why you're doing what you're doing while I'm getting my throwing practice and dealing practice in. That way I get to throw, I get to deal, and it's good for everybody. Interesting idea, I think. Duracell's idea of having a couple of you come on and crapsy with me and explain what you're doing over crapsy is a secondary idea. Like I think the two things can exist, maybe as alternatives every day, right? Maybe it's a different show. I don't know, but I think that's kind of cool to have like me throw, you play crapsy, but play it live so we can watch your bets and you can talk about your bets and I can kind of interview you as you're playing. Live chips with me dealing, crapsy with everybody playing. It's kind of, one is more interactive, obviously, than the other. One's more for me. Me dealing to two people is practicing. Me throwing and doing crapsies for all of y'all to play along, right? Maybe one of those is like a nighttime show, one's a daytime show. But I'm thinking about doing that. I love the idea that Duracell gave me on that, and I think it dovetails into what I was thinking about anyway. So, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? What do you think would be more interesting? So you're saying, hold on, look at the chats here. PC says your audio is, oh my gosh, why is it right there? It's what did I say is fine. However, it's not crisp, clean, or clear. It's muffled. It's partially okay. It's partially cut. So there's okay. So that's weird. So I just need to get a better one of these, right? The camera that I bought, this thing came with this thing here. It came with a camera that's a PTZ camera that has locked up twice now on me. So the camera's going back today. This thing here, maybe not high enough quality. I'll get a better quality one of these and we'll have it. Maybe that's the answer. Maybe that's the answer. Dan says, live with me dealing instead of crapsy. Skill says, I don't like the crapsy part because I need the dealing practice. Not everyone has a subscription. You're right about that. Both of I do need the practice. Everybody needs a sub. Maybe it's the kind of thing where I do like a morning play with somebody ideal, and maybe the evening version of it is the Friday night fights type of thing, but without me doing chips. Maybe that's just the crap seat deal, and that's a faster run. Maybe it's a quicker thing. Maybe it's just a secondary show. Maybe it's like two crap seats play along, but really the show is about two people playing, and let's see what they got. Maybe there's a combination of things in there that we can run through. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I think there's merit to both ideas. So, all right. Good, thank you. Any more thoughts on that? You drop in the chat as I'm going here. I'm gonna swing around back to the table, and I am going to do some dealing here. So this is bros, the water. Is this the worst mic on the planet? It might be the worst mic on the planet. Let me try this. Hold on one second. Hold on. Give me 30 seconds. We're gonna go here. Is that okay? How's that? Is that better? Is that a better sound? Let me get you guys a couple seconds here to respond to me in chat. But is that should be, that's the old lapel mic. Is that cleaner? Okay, much better. I gotta find the answer. If I'm gonna have people on the show with me, I've got to find a way to have a mic on the table or a boom mic in the room that I can use without the lapel mic that I can still hear. That's the biggest problem. And I'm trying again. This is like you're watching a TV station be created in front of your eyes, everybody, right? So when we have call-ins, here's the problem, right? When I have a call-in, I'm gonna walk around the table here so you understand what's going on. This is why we always have echo on our shows, by the way, right? If I've got a speaker, right, anywhere in the room, right, my computer speaker, whatever, and I have a mic, which I'm wearing a lapel mic right now, which is why it sounds so great. My mic will hear what the speaker says, right? So it picks up this noise. You hear the person speaking directly on the show. You also hear my mic hearing the speaker, and that's why you get the echo. So what I'm trying to do is find a solution that has one speaker, one mic, and one unit, which will automatically noise cancel itself. So when the sound comes out of the speaker, it turns its own mic off, so you don't have the echo crosstalk thing. So this thing here sucks. Clearly, this is not a good one. I will go buy a better one, and we'll keep at it. So lesson learned, that microphone is shit, and we'll do a better one, right? That's how we'll do it. All right, here we go. I'm gonna work on some play here. So I'm gonna actually bring out a rack. The rack doesn't really matter so much. I'm just gonna have it here just so we can, just so that we have it. Something in a rack somewhere. I'll play two players for right now. We'll give them both. I'll give them both 500. There's 500 and there's 500. And I'm just gonna play light side, dark side. I'm just gonna rock and roll with a couple of different bet sizes, just to have some practice here. So let's have the puck off, and each guy here we'll do right side, right play, left side, dark side play, if that's okay with y'all. So each of them are gonna buy in for 500,
get some change, and we'll do some simple bets here. I'm gonna have, let's start them out with $10 bets. Okay, so they'll both get 15 change. And we'll have 10 on the don't for player 1, 10 on the pass line for player 2. All right, and we'll just do it like that. So there's the right side player, there's the dark side player, and let's just deal it out. I'm gonna have them play at first I'll have them play single odds, and then double odds, and then max odds, 3, 4, 5 size table. That's how I'm gonna do this. And again, I'm just doing it to practice my own payment of odds, right? And the thing I've got to do, there's a 1, 2, 3 ace deuce. Unfortunately, my stick is too close. Anyway, so we'll lose the pass line. So it's take, nothing to move, and then we pay. This guy here is just going to go rack to rack. He's going to come back out, and we'll do it again. And there's another ace deuce. Boy, oh boy, look at me go. So we're going to take, nothing to move, something to pay. He brings back to his rack. Now, you know, if it's me, what we're doing here, right? We are doing one of two things if you're a right side player or a dark side player, right? You can give me your options here as a craps player, right? He's going to go back out. You could be laddering your loss here. You could be hammering your win over here, right? And again, think about, as I'm doing this, what would you be doing, right? I want you to kind of mull over your moves, but the pass line guy could be at $10, $20, $30 on this bet, laddering up. The don't pass guy could be at $10, $20, $30, right, on his, or 10, 20, 40 bucks on this next bet if he's doing the Bo Parker stack it don't rack it thing, right? So anyway, there's a 5. 3, 2, 5, that's our point. We'll do single odds first, okay? So for this guy over here, single odds means you have to win table minimum. If it's a $10 table, he's got to put 15 bucks out there at least. I'm sorry, on the lay bet. He's got to at least win, that's the wrong guy's money, sorry. Wrong guy's money. He's got to at least lay enough to win table minimum. He's got to lay 15 bucks, okay? The guy in the pass line can just drop 10 bucks out there, right? He'll get paid 3 to 2. He gets paid 2 to 3. So here we go. I'm gonna leave it like that. We're not gonna do any come bets. We're just gonna have just the pass line bets for right now. I could add a come. You know what? Let's add them in. Let's add a come. Let's add a DC. Post bet it, but that's fine. So the come bet will go to the 10. DC will travel behind the 10. Okay. And again, this guy here will take single odds. He's gonna drop 25 and say, single odds, please. We'll put them out there with his $15 in change. And again, I'll put his change out there for him. He goes in here. The odds player is going to drop 15 bucks. He's going to drop actually 20 bucks to get single odds on his 10. He'll drop a quarter, $20 in odds on the 10, please. I'll give him 5 change, which he'll take back to his rack, and we'll get him set up. And there's his lay next to the 10. All right, here we go. We'll just do one of each. 4, that would have been great for the don't guy, right? Looking for 5, looking for a 7. Everything else is a who cares play. There's a 6. There is the 7. Ouch. 7, ouch. Okay, so we take, and then we pay. Pay down here is going to be done like, I'm going to get 2 hands going, right? It's going to be 10 flat, 10 odds, 10 flat, 10 odds. It all comes back to the rack. I probably should have bridged that one up there too, as it looks. All right, so the don't pass guy's got the hammer. Right now, puck is going to be off. And here we go. $10 to the pass, $10 to the don't. And again, this is all about, to me, this is all about chip motion. Make sure I get the order of operations correct, right? 6, 4, 10. Puck goes to the 10. We're going to go ahead and take this guy. Now we're going to take double odds. I'm going to drop 25 for a quarter. Check change, please. And we're going to do double odds back there with 10 change. He's also going to do double odds. So again, double odds for this means trying to win 20 bucks, right? Winning 20 means laying 40. Okay, so we'll lay 40 bucks out there. And he'll probably do something like this, and I'll take it as a dealer and do that, and either let it sit as a lay, or I may change color depending on the house I work at. I'm gonna go ahead and change color with it. Like so. So it's 40 to win 20, double odds, 20 to win 40, double odds on that 10. Here we go. And there's a 4. That was rolled on. It was a 4, 3, 1, 4. Or sorry, yeah, 3, 1. And there's the 7 again. There's the 7 again. So again, we're gonna take. Oh, you know what? I screwed up. Again, should have been in the come. I'm forgetting to make their bets. We'll just leave it as it is for now. But I should have made their come bets. All right, so we're gonna lose here. We'll take that money back to the house. And then on this bet here, again, we typically pay it like this, 10 and 20. That's 2 separate, okay? And that's that. And again, I'm not sure if they asked David, where do I pay this? So I pay this, I think they pay it right there like that on the other side. Not in the come, not in the field. It's gotta go to the player direct. So here he is, he's making money over here, this guy. He's doing pretty good don't pass kind of a day. All right, coming out again. His pass line, his don't. This time we'll do 3x, or we'll do whatever max odds are this time. This is a 5, 3, 8. All right, so 3, 4, 5, okay? The easy way to do this on the pass line is obviously, right, 5 times 10 is $50. He's gonna get check change. $50 behind, $50 change. Our don't pass player, right? To do max odds, it's always 6 times the bet on a 3, 4, 5 table, which is easy. So 6 times that is going to be $60, and I'm gonna do a little bit of a red dump. $60. And why does $60 work? Remember, you can win 5 times the bet, right? 60 pays 50 for the 6 or 8, which is 5 times 10. So 6 always works, right? If it was a 9 or a 5 with a $10 bet, 60 pays 40, right? Which is again 4 times the bet, and that's just the way that works. So you can it's the $60 or increments of 30 always work. So, all right. What's going on? You can't see anything? Why can't you see anything? What is going on here? Look at what? My window blocks everything. What are you talking about? My window blocks everything. I don't understand what you can't see. You can't see a thing because my prop bet window is blocking the coming. Oh, I see. Okay, sorry. Good call. Sorry about that. Here you go. See, this is why, yeah, what you got to understand, my back is turned to the screen. I can't see the screen. So good call. Okay. Let me move that. If I do it here, can you, I'm assuming you can see it here, right? Is that better? Now my head's in the way. Is that better? We can see that better now? I'm going to give it a second. Can you see it now? Okay, cool. I'll work on that. Yeah, it's not a mat. It's the actual prop box on the table. I just have my camera split. All right, I'll deal from this side then. It's just from over here, you got my head in the shot. That's why I like to be left side. All right, here we go. We are on a point of 8. And let's go. That's a 5. Oh, you know what? We're going to post bet. I'm going to post bet the come. Post bet the come. They're both going to come through. The DC for the don't pass guy. The other guy's going to come through the come box. And that's a 5, right? So don't here, come here. And again, we're going to max it out. So 10 gets 60, 50, 60. That'll pay 4. Remember, 3, 4, 5. 60 pays 40. And over here, max bet is 4 times the bet, so we'll do $40 on his odds. Here we go. All right, there's a 9. Doesn't matter. Looking for a 5, an 8, or a 7. Any one of those will be fine. There's another 9. 6, 3. Alrighty. 8. There we go. We got the 8. Cool. All right, so the don't pass 8 will fall. Back to the rack we go. The come bet, or the pass line player, is going to get paid on his 8, and he's going to get paid like this. It's going to be 10 flat, like this, 10 flat and 60 on the back side, okay? And that player will scoop it up, come on back to his rack, and look at that one hit, and he gets a bunch of that money he lost back, all right? Puck is off, he stays out, don't pass players back in. We're coming out, odds are off, odds are on. 6, it's a 6. We're gonna have to fight the don't. He's gonna fight the hard number again, right? We already have a come bet set, we're good there. We're gonna go on the 6, 50 bucks in odds. Against the 6, where did this come from? I forget where that, I think it's his. Against the 6, it's gonna be 60 bucks. So he's gonna have to get change. Bing, bing, 60 bucks on the lay. All right, I'm getting a text. I need to deal with the curve at the pass. I know, that's the thing. It's as long as you can see it now, it's better than before, right? And the thing is, I'm trying actually to again, where I should be standing here, right? Where my hands are, this is where I should be standing as a dealer. The problem I got is I got shit in the way behind me. I can't get over. I can't really get here. I got to stand to the left a little bit because I got to lighten the way. It's a studio thing. All right, here we go. Point is 6. Let's go. Main thing I'm looking at here is the order of operations, getting the payments right. The posture piece I'll figure out. 4. And yeah, like I'm like so close to the back wall. My stick is like 9 feet long, so that's all weird. There's a 10. There's a 5. Boom. Don't pass player is going to lose his 5. Front line or winner for this guy here. Again, it's going to be 10 flat, and he's got 40 on it. So 40 is going to pay 60. So it's going to be like this. We're going to go 10 flat and 60, and it all comes down. Okay. Now again, they don't always stack them like that for you, right? But I've seen dealers do it and seen dealers not do the stack thing. So we're going to go ahead and stack it up like that and give it back. Pretty good win for him, right? He's going to come back through now. The come. As will the don't pass guy. We're going to keep 2 bets running the entire time. He's got to break a green. Check change. Quarter. 10 in the DC. And there's his change. All righty. Wow, that's a 6. 4 and a 2. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and move the come bet up into the 6. Move the don't pass or the don't come bet behind the 6. We're gonna take the don't, and we're gonna pay the line. Take the don't, pay the line. Again, the line gets paid pretty easy, right? I'm gonna grab literally. I'm grabbing that because that's the payment, right? We know that we have. For every green, we get a green and a red on the back side. For the front side, it's this, right? So how it's going to look on the payment side is going to be size into that one and that one in the back. That's how they pay that off. All that will come back. And boy, the don't pass guy had the advantage early. The pass line guy has the advantage now, which is fascinating, right? We'll put our odds up here again on the 6. It'll be 60 bucks. As a lay, it'll be 50 bucks here as a, there's 50 bucks as odds. Odds are off, odds are on. We're coming out. He needs to get his don't pass bet up, and here we go. Coming out, it is a midnight. It's a midnight. So, take the pass line, sweep it away. I'll have to put it back. Don't pass. Nothing happens down there. That's a 3, 1, 2, 3. Sweep it away. And he'll get paid here on the don't. Pass line player's back out. Don't pass player racks up. And we got a 7. Boy, what an ugly come out sequence that was, right? So the don't pass will lose. Now, again, order of operations here, I'm not sure the order of operations, but it's going to be a take, move, pay, right? So we take here, that's a loser, right? That's a winner on the pass line. Up in here, we're going to return his odds, right? So I think they just give them to you back in here. And we'll take the flat. Back in here, he's going to win 10 flat and 50 and get returned. That all comes back. And that's how that whole transaction happens. So he gets his odds back. He gets his pass line winner. That's all going to go in here. The don't pass player is going to come back to the don't. And he's going to have to fix his rack up here in a minute. We'll get his rack looking right in just a second. There we go. Puck's off. Starting fresh. We got a 9. It's a leaner. Not a 5. It was a 9. It was a 6-3 9. And again, I'll do the max. That should be on the don't. Max odds. Again, so $40. 3, 4, 5 times odds here. And again, for here, it'll be $60. Right? Max it out. Max odds are easy. I put them over here, actually. And then coming through, a little DC. And he's going to get check change. And 10 coming. Here we go. It's a 9. It's a 9. It's a 5 and a 4. So we're going to take our don't. We're going to move our come bet up. The puck is going to go off. The don't's going to travel behind the 9. We're going to pay the line. Let's pay 10 flat and 40 pays, 60. My bad. That was a bad pull by me. I should have done this. Let's get it right. I should be doing this. We should be going size in and give him a $60 on the backside. And he's good. That's our pass line player. That all comes back. Okay, now he's going to set up his odds ahead of time. We'll do $40 in odds on that 9. He's going to go 60 as a lay. We're coming out. They're on. They're off, but they're just there. Here we go. He needs to get change. 75, 100. Onto the don't we go. And here we go. Looking at my chat. Yeah. It's weird from this side of the table, Jen, to get the odds on the right side, right? It's weird on my when you're on this side of it, everything is reversed, right? I got to get used to seeing it the other way, right? There's an 8. Point of 8. All right, here we go. We're gonna go $60. Max it out. Right? There's my odds. Over there, he's gonna do max odds also. $50. 25. $50 in his own odds, and we have everything set. 8, 9, or 7 is all we care about. 8, 9, or 7. 1, 2, 3. There's an 8. There's an 8. Don't pass, guys. Getting murdered over here. So we're going to take the losers. He's just getting destroyed right now, right? And again, over there, we're going to get paid 10 flat and the other payment. There we go. All right. Back to the rack we go. Look at the pass line guy just raking it in, man. Wow, killing it. Don't pass guy was ahead. He's getting check change here. He was ahead by a lot on the first 2 shooters, and now he can't buy a hit. Can't buy a hit. Ace deuce. There's one. There's one for him. Okay, we'll take the pass line, pay the don't, and he's back. Horn numbers beget 7s all the time, right? 415. All right. Puck's going to be on the 5. Splash the odds there. All right, here we go. Puck's on the 5. And once again, we're going to take max odds. So we'll do $40. Again, I'm trying to do what David says and like kind of see the picture of these bets and how they pay. And knowing it, right? It's four reds, right? It's 2 reds for that, 2 reds for that, and the greens. It's remembering that and kind of seeing the pictures where I have to get to. Our don't pass guy also is going to max it out. He's going to, again, break a black for 4 greens. Geez, he's almost out of money. And he's going to go $60 in odds. 50, 60. And maybe he'll catch a win. He hasn't caught a win in a long time. Here we go. 5 or 9 or 7 is all that matters. There's a 4. There's a 4. All right. 7. Finally, he gets a win. Boy, finally, that took a long time. All right, we're going to take all the losers. And what I'll do as a dealer here is take these and pass them into the box so they can unscrew the chips. Meanwhile, paying the lines here, right? So we're going to take the don'ts down first over here, right? And again, he's going to get paid 10 flat. Do I have? Sorry, I only had 1 flat. He gets 10 flat, and for 60, he gets paid 40, right? So it's going to be 10 flat and the 40 on the odds. And again, that all just kind of comes down. And down here, it's the same thing because it was the same number. It's 10 flat and 40 on the odds. So we size in on that one, and there's the 40 odds for that one, and all that to the player comes back, and he has a nice mess on his hand, which is cool. The box person will take what I had from the don't pass loser and sort of color me up, make sure that I'm in good shape for the next round. What time is it? 8:02? That must be the last shooter. I'm going to color these guys up real quick and call that an okay session. 1, 2, 3. So there, look at this guy here. He actually won $100. He won $130. Not bad, right? The pass line guy actually came ahead. That's pretty good for him. He won $130. Nice. The don't pass guy, I think, got destroyed. Let's get him less messy. I'll color him up for us. Chips are all over the place for him. He's going to have that. There's a black. 1, 2, 3. There's that's $100. Those are $100. So he actually loses $90. He came back at the end there, right? He has $410. 410. He actually lost $90, but he was down to his last black chip for a second there, right? That last little 7 there sort of makes him feel like he's okay. Let's come on back over to the other side. And you guys can keep making fun of me. It's all good. That's why we're here, right? Obviously a novice, right? Obviously a novice. Let's see let's see. I'm not sure what you're talking about over here. Bridge. Yeah, bridge when possible. Yeah, you bridge, and the bridge rule is basically this, right? When the bet pays the same. So if I've got a $10 don't and I have a $20 lay, let's say it's the 10. Actually, on the 5 is the 5, right? So if I had a $15 lay, right? $15 lay on the 5 actually pays $10. That's when you bridge it. You bridge it when the odds and the flat pay the same. When I'm doing max odds, like we just were, and I'm at 40, right? The 40 doesn't pay the same. I can't bridge it. So that's the bridge rule is that, right? I think you all know that, but just from a dealer standpoint, that. So, and again, I don't have the keys down for these yet, right? I know in my heart that 40 pays 20. I don't have the visual, 2 greens gets a red kind of a thing, right? I don't have that visual for the lay bets yet. For the regular odds bets, I do. I know what the color matching thing is. I don't have colors matched for this yet. I'll get there for sure. So let's see. What else is being said? I thought it's take, move, pay. You take off the table first, then you move traveling bets, and then you pay out the winners. So you want, because the reason for that is this. If you've got a bet in the come, let's say you have, let's say that's the 8. Let's say you have, somebody's got a lay bet on the 8. Somebody's coming, and somebody else has a place bet on the 8. Let's say you've got that set up, right? If you take the loser, that's great. Take the loser, okay? If you then pay, and you put your $35 in the come for this 8, now you have confusion. Which bet's which? Who's going to take money? You actually take the losers, move the moving bets, then pay this guy here, and that's the order. It's take, move, pay. That way there's no confusion in the come. The come is the work area. So that's the reason for that is when you have moving bets like this, you got to make sure you don't have payout confusion. And David did a video on that a little while back, and I was like, oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was the other way around. like you did. And that's what he was describing, this kind of camera. Everything's for the camera, right? Everything. What's weird about this too is you guys have a view of the camera. I can't see it. The view of the camera is weird, right? You guys have a camera angle view. So again, if I'm paying this $30 with $10 in the come, let's put it over here in the 6 so it's easier, right? If I'm paying the $35 and there's $10 coming from some other guy, right? All the camera knows there's a come bet in here. I'm paying $30 and here come all the hands to take their money away. This contract bet could get taken by somebody, right? So that's why you move it in first, then you do your payments, and that's the order. So there it is. There is that. Okay, what else is happening? Look at the alligator. Looks like, all right, don't come winner. Returns to don't come box. Yeah, you're right. So that's the thing, right? Another thing I'm not used to, right? Is as a player, I'm used to getting it there, I guess, as a dealer, I'm not used to paying it there. When I've done my dealing practice sessions, I have not yet dealt with the don'ts, right? We've been doing just the right side, not the dark side. That's why my dark side, the lays and stuff, I know them, but I don't know the keys yet. I don't have the move down for those yet. I don't have the what chips do I pick up and what hands do I use to pay them yet. I'm working through that now. So again, this is why I want to have people on with me. Like, you make your bets, I will pay you. And I'm going to practice that piece, right? It's picking up the right number of chips, putting the payments in the right spot. That's an important piece. So thanks for that. Thanks for the reminder there on that one. That's good. Let's see. I've seen dealers rag on players before, but not too badly. Let's see. That's funny. That's funny, Skill. What's again, you guys haven't seen my studio, the setup I've got, but like over here, like I said, this right, if I put my stick here, that is the exact center right there of where I should be standing, right over the 6, essentially, right? That's where I should be standing on the dealer side. Right behind my stick, right there, if I point to it right there, is a light that's shining on the table with a tripod, right? So that tripod is right where my feet should be. I can't stand there. So I'm standing over here. I'm standing actually over the 9 and 10. So I'm leaning way over to do the payments here just for now. When I mount that light up on the wall, which I will mount that light on the wall one of these days, then I can stand where I'm supposed to stand. So I'm actually kind of cockeyed right now. I'm over here instead of over here. So it makes things a little weird. And of course, the way I've got the screen set up with the prop bet so you can see them, I actually probably could do, if I did this, if I move that, oh geez, not that. Let me see something. If I do, let's just for grins, lock that one. Let's unlock this one. Nope, not that one. Why is that thing picking up that? Lock it. No, damn it. I wanna get this one. No, stop moving. Jeez, Lou. Why can't I unlock the other thing? I want to unlock not the screen share. I want to unlock the hard ways. And I can move this thing, for frick's sake. Hold on. They're labeled wrong. There. I can move this one down here, but then you have the, like the thing that it actually is right there. So that's why I put it here. But then you lose, you're right. You guys can't see the pass line unless I'm on the word pass line. So I have bets down here that you can't see. I got to do all the bets over here so you can see them better. So I got to remember that when I'm dealing for you all, I got to play on the words or in the curve. I got to play here or here. Okay, that's good to know. But the way that the screen is set up, I got to play over there. Good. That's good. That's good information actually. And if I'm in the box view, it's the same thing. When I'm in the real box view, I've got to get over there too. So that's the way. All right. Well, good. This is great. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for helping me out. I mean, again, it's one of those things where I'm new as a dealer, obviously, right? And getting the studio set up is a thing. And you guys here bitching about the microphone not sounding good, griping about the box being in the wrong spot. It's all helpful stuff, man. That's how we get it right, is you yelling at me and making fun. So these shows are terrible, probably. It's good for me. And in a month, when we're all squared up and it's looking good and sounding good and I can deal like better, we're going to be leveled up. And that's the whole freaking point. All right. You guys are awesome. I love y'all. Let's go back. Watch this. We're going to go back over here and it's going to be like locked up camera. Still locked. It's still me bending over from before. That's so damn funny. So I'm going to go back where I just was. That's such a crappy camera. I can't. That camera is $400 and it's locked up. It locked up last night when I was setting it up and it's locked up now. Let's see. Yeah, it locked up last night. It locked up this morning, obviously. The speaker that came with it sucks ass. So yeah, that was a great money. Amazon's getting that baby right back. It's getting it right back. I'm going to send it out today. So, all right, y'all. Have a good Tuesday. I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to work on some place bet work. Just a little bit of place bet work, not a lot. I'm just going to work on some basic single press and double press moves, or single press and half press moves tomorrow. I might do some double pressing Thursday. We'll see how far we get. And again, I'm going to work this week to get my bearings and get the cameras right and have you all kind of help me out. Starting next week after is when I want to start bringing folks on, right? So if you want to play along with me and have me do your bets for you and all that kind of stuff, let's do it, right? Just drop me an email, john@procraps.net. You can Discord me and we'll schedule you in and just come on in and be a player, right? Just be a player and help me deal and help yourself with your strategy. So that's the plan. Let's see. Craps Chat. We'll talk about that with the Craps Chat crew as a separate discussion, but I like the idea of that for sure. Let's see. I'm looking at other questions here just to make sure I'm not missing anything. Let's go down there. Before I leave, let's make sure. Let's see. This white dealer got mad at me. What are you saying here? Because she moved my comeback out of order, and I was reminding her to move the bet, and she yelled at me because we colored up by. Yeah, I think it's kind of fun to go through some of the learnings with David, like the reasons why things are done, how the camera sees things, and all that stuff. I think is very interesting. Like that's the operations of that are good. You know, I'm going to deal for a while. I'm not going to be a dealer as my career. You know what I mean? At some point, you know, management becomes a thing. And you want to know how the security system sees it. And I think it's all good. No, I'm not saying yelling at me. You are yelling at me, right? But it's good. Like all caps shouting, Jen's texting me. That's it. If I don't hear the text message going, I never know that I'm not showing you my bets, right? So that's what I mean. It's a team sport, right? You guys in chat screaming at me and Jen screaming at me over text. Like this is how I find the answer. Like, oh shit, I'm not showing the bets, right? I would never have known that, right? It's really good to have you all as part of the team. I say you're all on Team John. Like, let's make it better. Let's get good at this stuff. And I need you all. All right. So I appreciate y'all so much. You don't even know it. All right. I'm out of here. Have a great Tuesday. Love y'all. See you tomorrow. Bye.